Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit.
Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A look at the numbers for Aguilar a week ago. 4 catches, 77 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Throwing Jones. Johnson's got it complete. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach. He's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver is drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl. It's been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets have got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
On first down, right back to Carter.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
It's complete to Cole.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
But the pace is already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England's offense set to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off the play fake, Jones.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
Off play action, Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He sets to fire deep. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson.
He's got Cole on the slant.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Carter for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Why don't I call him a touchdown machine this early? But sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. Start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, they're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, here's White. And a fast footwork by White. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And the Patriots added Nelson Aguilar in free agency, and he's going to be part of this rebuilt receiving corps from a year ago. really upped his value around the league with a solid season with the Raiders last year, increased his confidence, as well as having a career high in receiving yards.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Ty Johnson.
And he'll bring it back all the way.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A handoff for Carter.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Wilson.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And, who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's caught inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Going right back to Fant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense. Taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Wilson. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to help the Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They go play action with Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Carter.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
The New England Patriots were seeking a good edge rusher, and Matt Judon is now providing that, having come over from Baltimore. 30.5 sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Throwing Jones.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Another tote for Carter. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2.
Commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, they'll run with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop. Another run on second down with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a dump off to White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Carter with it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run with Carter.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. Keelan Cole. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
They'll run. It's Carter.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On first down, it's Carter. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
On second down, it's Carter. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
4th down now after a loss of 2. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jones on 1st and 10. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones out right to Bourne. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
And the lead is down to 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Past midfield, look out. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carter once more. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll check this one down to Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the counter, Carter. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson wants to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Carter. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The 40. The 20. 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As we saw, a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on